Checking in again with Quincy City Clerk Nicole Crispo for an update on the latest Board of License Commissioners meeting now in March. Hey, Nikki.
Hi, Joe. How are you today?
Great. Thanks for checking in with us. Looked like a pretty routine agenda, but you never know how to go.
It went well, thank you. So we opened the meeting yesterday, March 9th at 4 p.m. Um, we did a roll call vote. Everybody was in attendance. Cindy DeCristofaro, nurse at Quincy Health Department, sitting in for the Commissioner of Health. Agenda item number 1 was hearing regarding the request of J. Shiv Chris Corp. For a change of doing business as from Atlas Liquor to Curtis Liquor for an all alcohol beverage package license at 659 to 665 Adams Street. Attorney Matthew Porter was there. He informed us that this transaction had taken happened about a year ago. So Atlas Liquor was bought by Curtis Liquors a year ago. Same with the one down in Weymouth and Cohasset. It will be run the same hours, and that was approved 5-0.
Okay, very good.
Agenda item number 2 was hearing to reconsider the suspension of the all alcohol beverage license issued to the Crack Pub at 536 Washington Street. Stephen Kelly and his attorney were on the call. On December 8th, the board voted to suspend the license of the Crack until the start of phase 4. On February 25th, Mr. Kelly wrote a letter to the board asking the board to reconsider the suspension. I distributed the letter to the board members for their reconsideration, and we took a roll call vote on that, and it was 4-1 in favor of opening the pub / restaurant as of today. So the Crack Pub should be back fully operational today. He is going to have the health department go down, make sure that they are in compliance before they open.
So had it been closed up till this point, Nikki?
It had, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, due to violations of COVID restrictions.
Okay.
So then that concluded the regular agenda items. In other business, for the record, I provided a follow-up on a violation at Rags Tavern at 375 to 377 Washington Street. On the evening of February 11th, 2021, Lieutenant Peter Turowski visited Rags and found multiple violations of COVID-19 safety standards at the restaurant. Lieutenant Turowski issued a detailed report to me and Chief Keenan. The owners of Rags Tavern were notified of these violations, issued a verbal warning, and the establishment was brought back to compliance the next day. So we wanted to get that on the record, and so if there are any future violations there, we will have them before the board for a hearing. We made a motion to waive the reading and approve the previous hearing minutes, and our next meeting will be on March 23rd.
23rd. Okay, very good. Anticipating restaurants to start to think about outdoor dining, and now that the weather's getting better?
Yeah, definitely they are. We're getting some applications now. Cronin's expanded their outside area. I know that Malachy's is now permanent outside area, as is Tony's permanent issued. And so we're getting them in, and we're trying to process them as quick as we can.
Sure. Okay. Anything on City Clerk world that we should know about right now?
We're still doing the census.
Okay.
So if you haven't sent it back, please do. That's a, vital part of what we do here in the city clerk's office. We will be having our dogs vaccination and licensing this year. We're putting that together now. We'll give further announcement as it comes closer, but I think we're looking at I'm not sure of the date.
Okay.
It's sometime in the beginning of April. Yeah, sometime in the beginning of April. We haven't locked down the date yet. So as soon as we know, we'll pass that on. It's usually down at the animal shelter. We're going to do it down at the Parks Department this year. We feel that they're doing some construction back there near the shelter, and so we feel it'll be best suited. And we know that the city has a lot more dogs because a lot of people got dogs during COVID. So if you haven't licensed your dog yet, that'll be a great opportunity.
Okay, great. And there'll be more information about that, the cost and the requirements, things like that when it gets closer.
Yep, exactly. I'll let you know.
Okay, great.
Probably at our next meeting.
Excellent. Appreciate it, Nikki. Good to see you. Thanks
Okay,
for the
you
update.
too.
Okay.
Bye-bye.